Hey guys, it's Sam. I'm just making this video real quick just to help y'all out. If you're making your school list, definitely do this before you apply to some out-of-state schools. Okay, so when making your out-of-state school list, other than you should obviously always apply to your in-state schools. Let's get that out of the way first. So if you're in the state of Texas, apply to all Texas schools no matter what, unless they're just super out of your GPA and MCAT range. Like I didn't apply to UT Southwestern and UT Dell because they're just out of my range. So immediately save some money. Don't pay for that application. Those are off your list. But if you're within the range and they're in your state, definitely apply to those. So there's this link on Reddit to a list of out-of-state friendly medical schools. So what this list is a bunch of schools that pretty much won't deny you just because you're an out-of-state applicant. And I'm going to give you a reason why this actually might be more harmful and deceiving than it is helpful. All right, so here's the school list. This is the first thing I'm going to link in the description so you don't have to look around for it or anything. So when you're building your school list, just go down to whatever school you're looking at. If they're out of state, obviously apply to all your in-state schools, except those that are way out of your range. So say you wanted to apply to Baylor College of Medicine. According to this list, if you're from out of state, this is out of state friendly. I'm going to show you an example of why I don't necessarily believe this is true for all the schools in this list, but this list is very helpful, to say the least. All right, so this is how it can get actually kind of a little bit deceiving here. So if I wanted to apply to West Virginia, which I did, I just recently applied there and filled out their secondary app and everything. So I would read this list and I would say, oh, okay, you had 55 out-of-state matriculants, extremely out-of-state friendly. Oh yeah, let me apply there, which I did. So this is my secondary to West Virginia. Submitted everything. This is just the receipt for it because I've already filled it out and everything. But scrolling down to the area where it says residency, I had to click no because I wasn't a resident of West Virginia. Do I have ties or anything there? And no, I didn't because I just applied there because it was within my GPA and MCAT range, and it was out-of-state friendly. I saw on the MSAR they let a lot of out-of-state applicants in, so I applied there. But I had to say no to the ties or anything, and I couldn't explain my ties because I didn't have any. So even though this list says it's extremely out-of-state friendly, I would beg to differ that most of those 55 had out-of-state ties to West Virginia. And that's where I would say this list kind of is a little bit deceiving because a lot of these state schools have lower GPAs and MCATs. And they receive a lot of out-of-state applications. So if you're not in that range, or if you don't have any ties to these states, if you don't have any like family or attended school there or something like that, and you're an out-of-state applicant, I would beg to differ that these are people with ties, these 55 out-of-state matriculants. So I'd be really careful and just be skeptical about applying to out-of-state schools. Because these secondary applications cost a lot. Like, I've spent at least $1,000 now, and I'm just trying to save money where I can. So, just trying to help y'all out. Definitely just do your own research. Look on SDN to see if it's even worth applying. If they take out-of-state students, what's their ratios, everything like that. And just do a little research, and you'll save yourself some money. I just want to thank you guys again for the support on the last video with my parents. Them reacting to my MCAT score. It was just really good and really good to share with y'all. I'm just trying to provide, I guess, the perspective of like an average medical school applicant, because I'm not like just crazy stats or anything. Like, I graduated college with a 3.1 GPA, and ever since then I've just gone up with the special master's program at Tulane and just working and studying for the MCAT. And I'm just glad y'all followed me along for this journey. And I'm going to keep posting. I'll keep posting more videos if I have any more tips. And I'll also post when I get an interview. Hopefully I get interviews. And I'm just currently filling out secondaries and just waiting to hear back from med schools. So thank y'all again, and subscribe, please.